Hey guys, welcome to another video. As you know how we do it here, we're jumping straight in. So I'm showing you what you guys will need today. So spray bottle with water, rat tail comb, some tweezers, very important. First things first, I just spray the closure with water, just like really drench it basically in not too much water. You don't want it to be dripping, but you want it to be like almost slick back kind of hairstyle. Then with this kind of closure, it's a pre-plucked, so I'm sectioning that part that has been quote unquote pre-plucked because the rest of the closure is really thick and full. So just to make sure I don't, bold the closure, I kind of part that hair away. Next, I'm parting the hair into a middle part. This is just so that when I'm plucking, I avoid like creating bold patches, especially where the middle part would go, because a middle part is a generic parting, so it's best that I part it knowing that there is no bold patch in the middle. Do you know what I mean? And then what I'm doing right now is I'm sectioning how far back I'm going to pluck. So with the method I'm going to use, I section about an inch worth of hair and then I start plucking forward from there, as you will see me doing. Again, guys, I spray quite a bit of water, not so that it's dripping, but so that it's easy to slick the hair back. Now, I always find it really difficult to explain the way I pluck because I don't really think there's much method to it. But here I'm kind of going in a quick slow motion to show you. Just pluck once across to the parting, and then as you're going back towards where you started plucking from, just pluck a few more times. So I would say in one spot, never pluck more than 3 times because you don't want any bold patches. So right now what you see me doing is plucking on the other side of the section that we are plucking on. This kind of just helps the gradient effect that we're going for. We want to go from like a light to a thicker closure. I would also kind of give you guys the advice to not over pluck because you don't want bold patches and you want that nice kind of transition from like a more realistic hairline to a fuller hairline towards the back. So now we're at the front of the closure, back to those quote unquote pre-plucked hairs at the front. I'm going in like a zigzaggy line. I don't know if you can tell. I tried to slow it down to make it a bit more obvious. But yeah, so what I'm going to do right at the front is not pluck as much as I was plucking beforehand. So maybe like once or twice in one spot because, the front is very delicate. You don't want to play around. Now we're moving on to the other side and it is legit the same thing. But I'm going to leave the process here pretty much undisturbed so you can watch it through without my voice ruining it. So right here you just see me going back to the places that I feel like aren't plucked as much as the other side. It just needs to look symmetrical for me personally. But yeah, don't ever feel like you've done it wrong because it doesn't look the same on both sides. If you want to go in and touch up one side more than the other, be my guest. But this is just my outline of how I do it. This is how much I plucked, guys. So don't be scared to pluck, but also don't pluck too much.